Well, hello there, flashlight viewers from around the world. Welcome to another Lights and Gear video, and this time I have a new light. Well, it's relatively new, from Fenix. And it's been out for a little bit, but it is the ultimate edition of the previously released PD22. And this time it has about double the amount of lumens as it used to. Comes in this very nice little handy box, and as we get to it in a moment, you'll see what a very pocketable kind of light it is. One of the definition, if you will, of an everyday carry light. First of all, a couple of the specifics. 510 is the top lumens. It does have low, medium, high, and then low, medium, high, and then like an ultra mode. And the ultra is where you get the 510 from. It also features strobe and SOS. It is tactical. It has a tail switch down here, which will give you momentary light. And to operate it, you just flick the switch and then push the mode switch to get the various levels of light. It only uses one battery, either a 16340 or a disposable CR123. And just to let you know, the 510 lumens you will only get with a rechargeable 16340. We'll get to the instruction booklet in a minute and show you the lumen levels. As far as the LED, it uses one of the newer ones, the Cree XPL LED, which I don't think has been out too long, at least not as of this recording. This is actually the first light that I have or have seen which uses the XPL LED. So, let's take a look here. We do have some specifics on the back, but we can see that in the instruction booklet here in a moment. It does have a nice pocket clip on it, and it has a 24-month free repair or limited lifetime warranty, as I see on the back of the box. Fenix is a good company. They've been, making lights for quite a few years now, and this is the first Fenix light that I have had in quite a while. So here we have the nice little package inside. Here you have a little packet of the accessories. Looks like there's a lanyard, there's a spare switch in here, and some O-rings, so I think this is pretty typical. You also have what is not so typical as a diffuser. Nice little addition. Have not seen one of these put out with a light in quite a while. And you also have the belt sheath here. Velcro, which is very nice. And you also have, hey, look at that, a flashlight. How about that? So yeah, here we go. And this is the light itself. It's very small. I haven't measured it yet, but it's, not very big, as you can see. It's certainly less than 4 inches long, that's for darn sure. And the pocket clip will come off and can be moved around to whatever spot on the light here that it suits you best. One thing is, it will not tail stand because the switch on the back does protrude some. So you can tail stand it that way, but that's only when it's off. When it's on, you'll just have to, deal with it. That is kind of odd, actually, that it doesn't tail stand, considering that it comes with the diffuser. You would think that with the diffuser, with the capability of using the diffuser, that it would tail stand. As I'm struggling to get this on here. Interesting. Okay, well, it will go on one way or another, but I do think it's odd that it won't tail stand since it has a diffuser, but I suppose that's something else for another time. Here is the instruction booklet, and as you can see, perhaps, you have, let me open it a bit more here, you have low of 6 lumens. It does not have a moonlight mode, but low is 6 lumens, medium is 60, high is 200, and, oh, wait a minute, I'm reading the CR123 outputs, because it is lower with the CR123. With a 16340, you'll still get about 6 lumens on the low. Medium is about 10 lumens higher at 60. High, they say, is the same at 200, and turbo is more. turbo on the CR123 is 400, and on the 16340 it's 510. And with that, they are saying you should get about 45 minutes of continuous light out of the turbo mode with a 16340. 130 meters would be the maximum beam distance, and it is impact resistant to 1 meter and can stay underwater. It's IPX8, waterproof underwater at 2 meters. And the instruction booklet will explain everything there is to know about the light, all the features here and the statistical information. But I can show you here in a matter of moments how to operate it. We will take a battery. Here's a 16340. 16340, the rechargeable type. And we will put that in. And we will turn down a bit of light in here. Let's just take a moment here. Here's the inside of the head and the inside of the tail cap. If you can see down there, there is a spring down at the bottom, of course. And this has a fairly nice design. Nice knurling here. It's not too bad, not too aggressive, not too light. And the side switch is right here, which is pretty feelable in the dark. If you run your hand around here, you definitely stop on the rubberized switch. So that should be pretty good for operating it in darkness. Oops, I'm putting it back on without the battery. Okay. And as I was going to say before, the threading is pretty good here as well. Not too bad. Okay. Let's get this rolling as we turn a bit of light down and we flip the switch. Okay. I would venture to guess we are on the low mode right now. So this is low. As I feel around for the switch, let's see, there it is. Press and hold and you get strobe mode. That's what you get if you press and hold. The way to get to SOS, by the way, is to press and hold within the strobe and then keep holding it. And then you get to the SOS mode. And then one quick press and you're right back into general mode. Anyway, there's low, there's medium, there's high, and there's turbo. Camera always tries to adjust for each mode, so they always look a little bit brighter in real life. But that's it's a very nice, clean beam. No crazy tints, no yellow, no blue, no, you know, it's a very nice, milky white or creamy white beam, creamy white tint. And the beam itself is very round, of course, and with very few artifacts and so forth. Has a very nice spill. I imagine this would do quite nicely outdoors. If you take a look at my website below with the link to the written review at lightsandgear.com, you'll get a chance to see a couple of the photos that I've taken outside with this light, so you'll get an idea of it that way. And now this is it. This is pretty much it for operation. You're on the high, you're on the turbo mode. So I press it again and then back on low. And then of course you can, you know, press it and cycle all the way through. You can't hold it and cycle all the way through, because if you hold it, you just get into the flashing modes. So to, you know, just a quick press, but you can press it as, you can cycle it as quickly as you can press it. It'll just keep going through as long as you keep pressing it, you know. And the flashing modes are accessible just by holding the switch. But that's pretty much it for the operation. And it is very pocketable, as I said, a very everyday carry kind of light with the pocket clip and so forth. The only thing is it won't tail stand on the table. But let's take a second here to see what the diffuser will do. I know I was having trouble putting it on before, but I mean, theoretically, it doesn't have to snap on. So there it is, if the camera will focus. there it is. I mean, you know, it does what a diffuser does. It's not exactly straight because I am having an issue putting it on, but might be a little bit of operator error. But you can certainly lie it down if that makes any difference, or I don't know what you might be able to rig up to actually get it to stand, but if you're really careful on a very flat surface, maybe you might be able to manage it. But anyway, that's what the light does. That's its functions, and it is the Fenix PD22 Ultra Edition, which they do claim is has been in limited, not limited release, but limited production. So, and of course, to turn it off, as long as you keep pressing the side switch, it'll just keep cycling through, but to turn it off, of course, just hit the rear switch and there you go. I mean, a nice firm off, and there's no possible way for this to turn on in your pocket as some of the side switch lights could possibly, you know, without locking them out. Sometimes there is a chance of that, but there's no way of this to turn on in your pocket because pressing the side switch with that turned off won't do a darn thing. So you do have to flick the switch there in order to turn it on. So that's something you know it'll never turn on in your pocket. But the PD22 is it. I would visit my website if I were you and take a look at the written review, the outdoor beam shots, plus all kinds of flashlights, batteries, and chargers at lightsandgear.com. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I thank you for looking. Have a great day.